Alright, in this video I'm going to teach you the 6 steps you need to know before moving to Fort Lauderdale, so stay tuned. What's up everyone, it's Tanner, your South Florida Realtor, and I'm doing so many videos about what it's like to eat, live, work, sleep, and play right here in Fort Lauderdale. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and tap the little bell so you get notified every time I do a new video. So I'm getting so many calls from people who are relocating here to South Florida, and I absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about moving or relocating here to the Fort Lauderdale area, you've got to give me a call, shoot me a text, email me, send me a message on Facebook, however you want to get a hold of me, because I got your back when moving to Fort Lauderdale. Like I said, I have so many people who are reaching out to me who are moving and relocating down here to South Florida, so I broke it down to 6 steps that you must know when moving to Fort Lauderdale. The first step you have to do is you gotta give me a call. Reach out to me anytime, days, nights, weekends, it doesn't matter. You can even shoot me a text. We'll just have a little brief introduction, a little bit about what your wants and needs are, and that'll give us a good idea of what our initial steps need to be, and whether you are 30 days out or even over a year out from moving down here, the earlier the better. That way we can make sure your move down here is as smooth and as seamless as possible. Number 2 is to schedule a more detailed call or even a video call where we'll walk through the process, what you can expect, and what your specific wants and needs are in that perfect home. For example, maybe you want to live close to work, or maybe being located close to good schools is a little bit more important. Whatever it is, this is the first big step in the process to make sure that we can get on the same page and get to know each other a little bit better. So that brings us to number 3, where I build out your custom property search based on your specific wants and needs that we discussed in our previous phone call. And through this link, you can favorite all of the ones that you love. You can hit the possibles button, which is ones that you kind of like but aren't 100% sure. And then you can even trash the ones that you completely hate. So not only does this help you stay organized, but it also helps me get a better understanding of what properties you really like and which ones you really dislike. So that way, when you are ready to make that move down here to South Florida, I can show you all of the properties that fit your specific criteria. All right, so you've already reached out, we've been talking on the phone, you're starting to look at houses. The next step is number 4, and that is to set up your tour dates. Now this isn't applicable for everyone, but for a majority of the people that I help, they like to come down and tour the locations and tour the neighborhoods before they actually move down here. But don't worry if for some reason you can't make it down before your move-in date. There are special things that I put in place to where we can make that happen, so don't worry, I can still help you do that even if you can't make it down before your actual move-in. But if you are planning on coming down for a tour and your company isn't paying for you to fly out, definitely contact me because I work with a great travel agency who can get good rates on flights and hotels. But there is something that I actually like to do as well, and that's set up Airbnbs in those neighborhoods, in those areas that you're thinking about moving. It just tends to give you a really good idea for the feeling of the community and the lifestyle there. Step number 5 is one of the most important steps, and that's setting up your lending. So like I said earlier, whether you're 1 month or 1 year away from buying, the earlier the better. Because setting up your lending, talking to a local and trusted lender is the most important step in buying. There are so many different programs out there, whether it's a certain amount of money down or a certain credit score you need to qualify for these special programs. The last thing you want to do is wait till the last minute to talk to a lender and then come to find out you could have saved a ton of money over the course of your loan if you would have just spoken to the lender a little bit earlier. That had given you enough time to save a few thousand extra dollars or even raised your credit score up just a few points for you to be able to qualify for these special programs. I really can't stress enough how important it is to talk to a local lender early on in the process, just a 5 to 10 minute phone call, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I know what you're probably thinking, because most people are hesitant to talk to lenders because they think it's going to be a hard pull on their credit, and that just isn't true. It's literally a 5 to 10 minute conversation to figure out where you're generally at. And you might be surprised that you can afford more of a house than you thought, or maybe it might be a bad surprise and you might not qualify for as much as you thought. But the only way to find that out is to talk to a lender. So step number 6 is just getting you through the buying and moving process. I understand how stressful it can be to move somewhere completely new, and the last thing that you want or need on your plate is to worry about all the different steps in the buying process. That's my job. I'm here to guide you through it. Once you come down and we find that perfect home, or even if you for some reason can't make it down, I've done neighborhood tours and home tours through FaceTime and Facebook video, so don't even worry about it. If you can't make it, we can still find you that perfect place. But once we do, it's time for me to write up the perfect offer, and not just one that gets you the house, but also one that gets you the best deal. At this point, we'll be in our inspection period, which is typically 10 to 15 days, where I'll personally coordinate and be present for all of the different inspections: roof, plumbing, AC, electrical, radon, lead-based paint, whatever inspections that you want to have done, I will be there personally to oversee everything. And once we get the reports back, I'll go over everything with you and we can negotiate what repairs need to be done with the seller so that we can make sure that you're comfortable moving forward with the sale and purchase of this home. I know it sounds like a lot, and moving anywhere can be super stressful, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make your move as easy, stress-free, and seamless as possible. So if you're even thinking about relocating down here to South Florida, you've got to reach out to me. Also, check out some of my other videos if you want to know what it's like to eat, live, work, sleep, and play right here in Fort Lauderdale. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.